Because my parents were first-generation Americans, they implanted in me when I was young that education was the gateway to success. If you weren't educated, you were not going to be successful. Because education was and still the gateway to success, I was raised, however, in the time when the era when girls did not have a voice. I was raised where you were to be seen but not heard. It is impossible to lead without a voice. You must find your voice. I am grateful that my coming of age was in the 1960s and the 1970s, as the women's movement allowed us to raise our voices and open doors to exciting careers. The women's movement empowered us to look at our world through a different lens. I entered nursing school in 1966. Yes, I'm a senior citizen. Nursing education at that time did not foster the questioning of authority. The nursing profession has certainly evolved, and since I graduated today, healthcare is nurse-driven, and I'm very proud to say that. I recognize that I love nursing, but I wanted to explore the non-traditional role of nursing. Thus, upon graduation, I went to work in the emergency room for a couple of years. I went to work in psychiatric nursing, but in 1973, I began my career in community health, and I ran a health center on the south side of Providence. The Vietnam War had just ended, but I found another war. It was the war on poverty. As a middle-class white girl, I had not been exposed to the social issues regarding hunger, unemployment, lack of opportunities due to race, and severe poverty. This was one of the defining moments in my life where I began to develop my social conscience. In 1976, I entered the New Jersey College of Medicine's as one of the first students for a nurse practitioner program in women's health. I came back to the state and continued to work in the Providence Health Centers as one of the first nurse practitioners in the state. During my role as a nurse practitioner, my interest in policy began. Lobbying for nurse practitioner issues as the State House made me realize that policy could easily become my life's calling. I was finding my voice and beginning to roar. My career in women's health lasted over 32 years. However, I learned early on that the health of women is not just physical health. Economic health and equality is paramount to the health of women. Women in this country are now living longer than ever and are living in poverty. I urge you all to join me in raising your voices to continue the fight for preservation of Social Security and Medicare in order to ensure a safety net for our senior sisters. In 2005, I became the president of the Rhode Island State Nurses Association, and 6 months later, I became its executive director. My dream of finally doing policy was fulfilled. I now devote my energies to taking care of nurses and protecting the nursing profession. When I began my role at Rhode Island State Nurses, I heard many of our nurse educators complain about how students who wanted to become nurses were not able to pass math and chemistry at the college level and had no writing skills. And most of these students came from the urban school systems in our state. And most of these students were first-generation Americans. I realized that we were losing a potential workforce and change had to occur. I had the great fortune of meeting Dr. Robert Pilkington, the founder of the charter school movement in Rhode Island, and listened to his vision of a middle college charter high school. I asked if he could adapt his vision to nursing. So in 2009, we began our journey to open the first middle college charter high school for nursing in the country. And in September 2011, we did. This unique school offers students of diverse backgrounds, and the diversity in this school, 90% of our students are Hispanic, Nigerian, Liberian, Laotian, Guatemalan, I mean everything. Only 10% of our students are Caucasian. So one of the goals that we had was to diversify the profession of nursing. I mean, the profession of nursing is a white woman's profession. We wanted to diversify it, and I'm pleased to say we have at least 10 to 15 male students, and they're really doing quite well. This unique school offers students of diverse backgrounds the opportunity to attend from grades 10 through 12 plus. So our students do not graduate in their 12th year. They must complete a 12 plus year. And I'm pleased to say that we'll graduate our first class in 2014, and all of our 12th grade students who are presently enrolled are going to enter the 12th plus year. We presently have 204 students enrolled. We are going to take 68 more students next year in the 10th grade. We have a waiting list of over 100 students. We offer them, our faculty is also adjunct faculty at CCRI, Rhode Island College, and URI. And our students are going to graduate with a high school diploma and 1 year's worth of college credit in the core curriculum so that they can bridge into a sophomore year and a baccalaureate program in nursing. They are exposed to the culture of nursing from day one, 10th grade, and they are taught in small classroom settings. The ratio is 17 students to 1 teacher. The school is amazing. If you haven't come to the school, please call it and please arrange a tour. I think you'll be highly impressed. The vision started as an idea. One of my many, I call them hallucinations. And I have them a lot. Ask my husband, ask my daughter. However, ideas do not become reality in isolation. Partnerships are key, and detours are part of the process. When I first had this idea, I wouldn't tell anybody about it because first of all, I was afraid somebody would steal it. Second, I thought somebody would laugh at me. And third, you know, when you're going through the process of talking to people and trying to partner with institutions like Care New England and Lifespan and the City of Providence and the Rhode Island Department of Education, it's sort of overwhelming because it's a little idea, we're a small association, we don't have a lot of money, but we did it. We did it, and we got it open, and hopefully it will stay open for the future. So in closing, I would like to say to all the emerging leaders and leaders in the audience tonight, remember that it's okay to be a maverick. It's okay to think futuristic or out of the box. It's okay to be creative. You must have all these 3 qualities to become a successful leader. You must also be patient. And for me, that was the hardest lesson of all. And people who know me understand that. When I want something, I want it now, now, now. You must listen, and you must never, ever be afraid to raise your voice and roar. Thank you very much.